Why'd you make all those changes to it? Why spend all that money on that and make all the changes when you could have got a staccato? Why didn't you just get an atlas, dummy?
It's heavy.
Light primer strikes.
It's the metal up my right.
Witness mark came undone. I replaced the main spring.
Titanium.
Firing
Have
pin.
to put a steel one back in.
Day two, the other screw came loose.
The barrel lug thingy, Madoodle, was loose and hanging out. Does that screw up accuracy?
The RMR, the other screw
Light primer
comes loose
strike.
now.
Might be the reset screw.
Extended firing pin.
It's
Dust
heavy.
precision. Paper Monday. It's back. So am I. Still here. Still around. Still kicking. Sorry. Paper Monday. Where paper doesn't lie. I'm not
Skip ahead
competitive
if I'm talking too much,
Ain't a
okay?
competition, live versus die. So that's why we're out here. We're gonna keep training. Despite what other people that do this, we don't care. Right? I don't know. Just like that woman that scratches your car in the middle of the night and runs off. They don't say why they thumbs down your video, but they want to thumb it down. Maybe they're jealous. Maybe they're mad. Because after the changes, this is still running. So you see I did some other changes too.
changed, man.
I added the magwell from Sheely. And yeah, I added the grip tape back on, or the, not grip tape, but the Ranger tape, because, yeah, like I said, man, it's a little bit aggressive. Maybe a little bit too aggressive. All right, lesson learned. All right, I'm always like, go big, go home, but yeah, I kind of like the way it looks better with the aggressive, but man, if you dry fire a lot, which I do throughout the week, like I said, I had some issues, it's clear, with the hammer. The force it would take to pull the hammer back after I added the Chile grip and the beaver tail. This here wasn't happening like that with the pinky. Okay, it was kind of hard to pull back, and I noticed the difference. There was binding somewhere, right? Long story short, I had to take some material off of the hammer strut that rides along the channel in the back of the beaver tail. Okay, so I had to fix that. So things that you try to do and you troubleshoot to fix it, that's normal. I mean, that's what everybody's going to have to do a little bit. But so I'll see you out there. There, Drew. 7 yards.
Hi-ya!
Something a little different with my grip, because clearly it's a grip issue there. That was a little better. Bill drill. 5 rounds though. I do modified because I'm trying to conserve. At 1 round's just 7 yards.
Surprise!
Man, today is rough. Cleaned it up a little bit.
Surprise break. Look at that. That's it. Another range day, another 100 rounds. No issues with the gun, just me, as usual. Yeah. Not a good day today, man. I don't know what happened.
You know, I could tell you what I think happened. What I know happened actually is this thing right there. Doesn't look like much, but boy does it hurt when you do your grip and your nail digs into the healing scab just before you take the shot. It's this piercing pain that you didn't know was coming, and it happened to me over and over again today. I gotta like get a bandage or something and let this thing heal. That doesn't feel good. It feels fine now. It doesn't really hurt. It's just whenever you feel that pain just before you take a shot, I forget about it each time because I'm not really focused on it. It's just there, and it caused me to do I did a surprise break. 25 yards sucked. I was having it then, and then at 15 I was like trying to get my grip to where I wouldn't pierce it with my nail. So I got to fix that. That's something that's going to have to get through. Training uncomfortably, right? Let's look at the paper. The bear drill, it's worse every time than I think it's going to get really better, and then it doesn't. You know, threw one here, threw one there. That's a line break. So what? I don't like line breaks. This one here, I threw all these. I don't know. I was trying to get. It was in my head at that point. It's just one of those things. It is. This here, you know. I mean, I could say, you know, they're not. At least they're not going to the left now. You know, this. I started out pretty good. I like this. This double taps at 5 yards, and at 5 yards it was kind of opened up. And I tried it again, and I believe it closed up a little bit. Yeah, the bill drill wasn't so great. You know, I could tell you some of the shots that I really went back that were like. This one, I threw that. I think it was one of these. Some of these were here from last week. But there's one there, I think. Yeah, this one was me. Threw that down. And, you know, as far as the gun, no issues, man. It's just running. And that's what I want. That's what I want, because there was a lot of work done to this weekend. Like, not a lot, but it was just like, it was in bad shape. I couldn't figure out what was going with the trigger till I figured out the pin was backwards. And then this thing was binding. So, just some tuning that you have to do when you want to make changes like this. So it's really running good. Last I tested the trigger pull, it was sub 2.5 pounds. It was like 2.6, and it would be 2.8. You know, it's pretty light, but I got an XC, and if I want to run the XC, you know, that's sub 2 pounds all day. It's like 1.16, 1.5, or 1.12, 1.15. Yeah, it's pretty light, and it's the same every time. I can't get this trigger as nice as I say. So yeah, I'll see you Friday.
Friday.
Sure is running pretty flat with that recoil spring though. Here you see the spring is too weak to chamber the round. Failure to batteries. I go ahead and put a 12-pound recoil spring in.
Suck it sucks.
Suck it sucks. Suck it sucks. Suck it sucks. Suck it sucks.
Surprise.
So here you're going to see, I thought I fixed the eye relief. However, I left my glasses on. The brim of my glasses make it look like I have an eye relief problem. I get frustrated and finally throw them off.
much goes wrong here. I either don't fully seat the magazine, or when my glove gets caught on the mag release right there, it pulled it back out. Should have done a half rack. And I forgot the camera. Sucks.
400 rounds, no plating, no issues. However, I tried the lighter spring again. I was messing around with the recoil spring. I tried it again. Man, I love the light recoil spring in this. But it only works for a little bit, and then it just failure to battery. I have to bump this. It's just too weak. The 12-pound spring, same thing. And man, I could air rack. It was great. Nope, have to have like the 13-pound in or 14, whatever it is, and it is a difference, but that's all right. So yeah, the springies, me no can do with the lighter recoil spring, and I screwed up the Blair Witch drill. I just can't get it, but I will. I mean, I can't get it perfect. I have my 5x magnifier, the eye relief, right where I want it, but I still had issues. Because I didn't remember to take my glasses off. And what happens is, as I'm looking through the magnifier and I'm like this, the brim is right in my view and it looks like shadow, and it's not. If I take them off, perfect. And I couldn't figure it out. I was like, oh, the glasses. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass having to wear glasses. But, you know, I prefer glasses when I'm shooting, but I had to rip them off. So, despite that, and man, that 100-yard target is not easy because it's in the wood line and it's covered. It's just a silhouette at that point. It looks like it's almost behind the tree. There's a tree behind it, but it looked like it was behind the tree. I don't know if you could. So I was like, despite that, me fixing the zero, you could see where the shots landed. I was all jacked up with my eye relief. That screwed me. Oh, the grouping wasn't too bad considering. So screwed up the shots though. I missed a couple shots. Missed some shots today that I want to get back, and I just gonna have to keep at it, man. That's all you can do. The glove works, man. It really does. The wound is gone. And wearing this glove, actually, it feels a little bit tighter. So I'm going to keep wearing the glove, I think. And yeah, that's it, man. What else? Yeah, I mean, it's 400 rounds. No issues with the gun at all, man. It just runs. I also fixed, like I said last week, when I added the Chili grip, it's now metal on metal with the housing. All right, the mainspring. And it was, if you remember, I had problems. This is empty. I had problems pulling this back. It was harder than it used to be. This is a lightened hammer. I mean, you know what I mean? So it's really light and it's nice and smooth. Well, when I was pulling it, it was, it was like, so I shaved some off of the hammer strut that was riding inside the channel of the beaver tail. It was grinding it. So I shaved that off and that fixed it. However, it was still a little bit somewhere else. And that was still going on, and I could hear it in the housing. It was the spring against the aluminum housing here, from the mainspring housing. I took the spring out, I added a little bit of oil. Nothing. It's great. It's like butter now. That's all. I mean, so if you ever have that problem, I mean, I didn't find anything on the internet on it. And this is a popular grip. So you don't want things rubbing like that. I mean, and it was actually holding back the hammer, you know. It didn't cause any function issues, but who knows what it would have been doing down the road. So with that, yeah, you know, train comfortably, train uncomfortably, train to your surroundings. But whatever you do, you better train.